Ancient jewelry, memories of another era, the magic of history. We're going to take you on a very exciting journey to explore heritage jewelry. On this episode, I traveled to the city of Hyderabad to discover Nizami and temple jewelry. Temple jewelry is believed to have originated somewhere in the 9th century during the reign of the Chola dynasty. Back then, this kind of jewelry was used to decorate the idols of gods and goddesses in temples, and hence the name. The jewelry which used to adorn the idols were later worn by temple dancers, and slowly the designs became a part of the Indian woman's bridal jewelry trousseau. Nizami jewelry, on the other hand, traces its origins from the Nizams who ruled Hyderabad and their love for rich ornate jewelry. And a typical Hyderabadi bridal jewelry consists of the chintak or choker, the satlara or long chain, and the payal or anklet. Hello and welcome to Jewellery Trail with Krishala. I'm at the Falaknuma Palace where time seems to have stood still. Women and jewellery have been inseparable for centuries, and the ancient is still exciting to the modern day woman. It is a slice of the past in the present and is as intoxicating now as it was then. So who better to take us through this journey than a woman who's put a new spin to heritage jewellery? Bunty Bajaj grew up in Hyderabad, the seat of Nizami culture. And everything about it, the colours, the aromas, the sounds have inspired her to create a collection that is a one-of-a-kind under her couture jewellery brand, Krishala by Bunty Bajaj.
I've visited a lot of palaces from Hyderabad. There's some beautiful architecture here, structures of the Nizams. I get my inspiration from motifs, from architecture, from various elements which are available on any objects. This inspired me to give the new avatar to heritage jewellery.
Krishala gives heritage jewellery a glamorous makeover, and her store opening saw some of the biggest names in the film world like Salman Khan, Anil Kapoor and Vidya Balan show up to admire her jewellery. Krishala's Hyderabadi temple and fusion jewellery all take on a fashionable contemporary avatar.
We are like one-of-a-kind jewellery. We have no replicas. And the speciality is we also involve the client in building our jewellery at times. We take their suggestion, incorporate them into our designs and make them feel like they are a part of the whole heritage jewellery making.
I'm ready to go completely exotic because Bunty is going to show me some original antique pieces. Thank you so much for welcoming us into this gorgeous house of yours.
My pleasure completely.
Krishala, where did this name come from?
Krishala means house of Krishna. And I'm a great devotee of Krishna. So that's how I thought of what is better than coming to House of Krishna where all the gopis are being dressed in jewels.
So tell me, where is it that you derive your inspiration from?
I've grown up with heritage. And since I was a child, I have been to various places with my father.
Right.
And he being a very avid antique collector, and I've been to places and palaces with him.
So since you have such a love for antiques, I'm sure you have collected a lot of jewelry as well.
I have collected and I've inherited from my parents.
Right.
Because they were also collectors.
Right.
So some of the pieces I do have which I can show you.
Yeah, please do.
This is a piece which is actually from the south and it's inspired from jasmine flower. Jasmine flower.
The buds.
Buds, yes. So that is why you see that each shape of this is like a jasmine flower.
This is
can be worn on a Western dress or an Indian dress.
I was just going to put it against me and say this actually I could wear it with something like this as well. In fact, this is so in fashion right now all over again, and to think that this was there so many years ago.
The thread is from the same time.
Wow.
It's been like years, so we do not even thread it again, so the value of the antique doesn't.
It stays intact.
This is again another piece. This is actually my wedding piece, and this is called Gutta Pusulu.
Okay.
And this is strung with basra pearls, there's emeralds, there's rubies, and there is uncut diamonds on it.
Oh my gosh.
And these pearls have got a shape of fish basically.
So is that a rarity as well?
Yes, in Basra to get this kind of a shape.
And there's so many in
There's
this.
so many of them.
And I believe that you are the master at reviving old antique pieces. And I see that you've brought two to show us over here. And if you could tell us a little bit more about that, that'll be great as well.
This is a piece actually given by my mother to me. Okay. It is made out of Burmese rubies, and this is what I created on top of it.
Okay.
These are two peacocks which are going in the form of hasli, and it goes around your neck beautifully and makes a beautiful neck piece.
Gorgeous.
And this is another piece. Again, the pendant was given by my mom. And this chain is called the Gopar.
Okay.
Basically, when we fire the gold and then you make it shine. But I stopped it at the stage when it started turning shiny, when it was black.
Right.
To give it the antique look to it, I broke another necklace, added pieces on top of it, and add the pendant down. Always believe in old is gold.
Yes.
And do not throw away your old pieces. I can always recreate something interesting for you.
In fact, I've just got a teeny tiny glimpse of her gorgeous creations. I can't wait to get down to a store, Krishala, to see all of her designs. Hi.
Hi.
It indeed feels like I've walked into the house of Krishna. And tell me about this pillar. That's the first thing I see.
It's actually an hand-painted pillars. It's about Krishna and the gopis adorning jewelry.
I can see Lord Krishna is wearing loads of jewelry. So maybe it's time to go check out some of your jewelry as well. Come, let's go. Oh wow. What kind of jewelry is this?
This is actually the temple jewelry from the south, yes. These are different forms of jewelry. This is called the jada. And it's worn on a plait.
In the hair?
In the hair, yeah. A bride wears it for her wedding on special occasions. All South Indian girls wear this.
Oh, wow.
This is basically made out of rubies, gold, uncut diamonds, which are the polkis. And this is called the mangamala. Mangamala, it means mango har. It is in the shape of mangoes.
Right.
And it is both carved behind. It is work done in the front. It's strung on a flexible chain, so it just falls on your body the way you feel. Everybody fits very well onto you. Please try this. Goes on your arm. It's called a wanki. Okay. And again, they wear it like with any sari, and
brides only.
Brides definitely wear it, but even
if you're going for somebody's wedding,
somebody close to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And this?
And this is called a vadyanam.
Okay.
Vadyanam is a waist belt.
Right.
A bride wears it on top of a sari.
And I've seen that.
And it's actually an essential ornament which they wear.
So every South Indian bride has to wear a vadyanam. And we move on to these?
Yeah. This is another form of temple jewelry. It's called the nakshi.
Nakshi.
Yeah. Nakshi came from the word naksha, like how you make a design or a pattern.
Right.
So this is actually it's all engraved hand crafted pieces. It takes about 3 months to make these pieces.
Oh, wow. And this is
Rudrakshi.
Right?
This particular piece is called the Gauri Shankar. Okay. It's strung in, you'll see Lord Shiva with Gauri out here.
Right.
And you'll see a lot of, idols in the temple jewelry. This is a bracelet. You'll see Jalpari. It's like a mermaid going down the thing. Okay, this is another interesting piece which is called the Kaslumala.
Kaslumala.
Kaslumala means coins. This is actually the traditional form of Kaslumala. This was basically worn that they have savings and show their wealth off too. We've given a different look of Krishala to this Kaslumala, and this we've given uncut diamonds with a little pearl and 18 karat Italian chain in between. So it just becomes a different look to it.
Yeah, so here, is a classic example of how you take the original piece
and then you make it a little more different, giving it a twist.
Krishala's temple jewelry comes in the traditional form but with a contemporary touch to it. A typical temple jewelry bridal set consists of the malai or long chain, thodu or earrings, the jada or plait ends, and the vadyanam or waist belt.